Oh, hello. Excellent. We're on. How's everyone doing? We are doing another test of my chat. This should be the final test. I think I've got everything sorted out now. How's everyone doing? Um, yeah. I have been working on a lot of interesting projects all at once, which is why I haven't. If you can tell, I did not sleep last night. I stayed up kind of late. Are you feeling a bit ill? You sound nasally. No, it's only because I didn't wake up that long ago, and like I said, yeah, I've been working on a lot of stuff. So I found a way to improve my silent Xbox's thermals. I've been writing about a interesting Wii U project idea I had on. I've been writing about. Well, I'm in the process of writing about that on the forum. It's not posted yet, but it's like half finished. I just posted something about Burnout 3, an idea that I have, and I'm also building I've also started building a custom PC case, and all of this I will show to you guys if because it's all really interesting stuff. But I haven't. I've only been filming bits and pieces and writing bits and pieces so far. You didn't sleep. Yeah, and I have not eaten yet today, but I will. I will eat later. So yeah, it's if I sound odd, that's why. These old 1990s computers, very slow running, Mac KC Pro Edition. Yeah, that's why we run Home Edition. It's still a little slow, but you know, I can't. What do I look like? Some kind of YouTube millionaire? Do you think I can afford that kind of hardware? What's time where you live? Oh, I actually have a bot command for that. If you type in !time, it'll tell you. Actually, no, it won't anymore. Oh no, that's broken. It's broken. It is not 18:20 for me. It is actually 10 in the morning. That used to tell you what the time was for me because I used to run the bot on my local computer, but now I run it on a VPS, which means that the time is now whatever the time is on the VPS, which I'm gonna guess is probably UTC time. Looking at that, UTC time now. Yeah, that's UTC time. So that is no longer the time for me. I'll have to edit that command so that it converts to my time zone. Keck. Pacific Coast, huh? That's me. West Side, as they say. How long will you be streaming today? It's my birthday, but I go eating dinner. I'll be gone for 1 hour, 1:30, 2:30ish. We should be streaming by then. My plan is this is going to be a relatively short one. I'm just gonna, I'm just testing mostly just testing the chat and hanging out and talking. But I will be on. After today, I'll be streaming a lot longer. Time for what? Time to play a different fucking game. Welcome to the stream, Magical Fee. This is my new chat system because YouTube's chat system is kind of mediocre. I think you should add auto scroll. Here's the thing. It should auto scroll. But sometimes it stops for some reason, and I found that if you refresh, it'll start auto-scrolling again. I don't know why it stops, because I didn't write the auto-scroll, I'm using CSS to do the auto-scroll. Maybe I need to add some extra, like, JavaScript shit to it to make the auto-scroll always work. Ass auto-scroll, true! That's a good idea, actually. But also, happy birthday, Chris Crafter. Sorry that I'm coinciding with your birthday dinner, and that I probably won't be streaming for that long. My plan is I'll just be on here for an hour, and if everything works, then we'll do a public stream in a couple days. We'll do a big stream that I usually do. Fuck YouTube. All my homies hate YouTube. True. Yeah, the thing is, I like some things about YouTube Live. I think the player is actually kind of cool. I like the fact that you can just rewind and fast forward whenever you want. And also, obviously, all my audience is on YouTube, so I like to be able to broadcast to where the people are. But it is true that the chat system is a little bit mediocre. I do appreciate the better color options on Twitch for changing the color of your username. Hell yeah. Yeah, I like to think that I didn't just rip off Twitch. I also added a couple things of my own, like the fact that there's an infinite amount of emoticons. Usually you have to install Better TTV to get that. Or the fact that if you're on desktop at least, you can resize the width of the chat. So you can have the chat really wide or you can have it really narrow. I don't think you can do that on Twitch. And also the fact that my bot is kind of built in. So you can just type in !help and it'll just show you all the commands and I can build a lot of that stuff right into the chat rather than have it be a separate chat bot. Hey Matt, I really like your content and this stream was really unexpected as I had the stream page open in the background. Oh my god. You were just hanging out in the offline chat. But hey, thanks. Thanks for hanging out and thanks for tuning into the stream. Right click on the chat and press refresh frame, it should auto scroll. See, yeah, that seems to be what helps is refreshing. I don't know why. I'll have to research that. Maybe I'll make a note about that. There we go. I've made a note about that. I watch your streams on Twitch. Yeah, yeah, a lot of people here saw my streams on Twitch. The problem is it's notoriously difficult to get people from a YouTube audience onto Twitch. You see people sometimes with 10 million subscribers on YouTube, and they'll only get about like 70 or 80 viewers on Twitch. It turns out a lot of YouTube audience just doesn't really translate to Twitch for whatever reason. So that's why I've kind of started looking into streaming on YouTube, but not having to force people to put up with the downsides of streaming on YouTube. Why is this so much nicer than Twitch's theater mode? Again, I've tried to not just rip off Twitch. I've tried to make it a little bit better, a little bit nicer. Try to make it my own. So yeah, I've very much cut out all the crap. It's very focused in on. Oh well, here's an attempt at some ASCII art. The good news is, and thanks for testing that. The good news is I can now, as a moderator, delete messages like that, and they'll disappear. We couldn't do that last time, so people were testing, what they could get away with on the spam, but we couldn't do anything about removing it. So people would be like, people were getting annoyed, even though we were just testing. And it's a feature we needed, because if someone posts some dumb shit and we got to get rid of it, then we gotta. We're a moderator except the bot. I'm a moderator, and there should be some other moderators. In fact, I was planning to add some mods. I was planning to add some long-time viewers as mods. That's interesting. Okay. Here, I've started adding some mods. Yeah. Oh no. Might as well test this thingy. What is this? What have you posted? Imagine you misspell your name and have to wait 30 days to fix it. True. If you've really messed it up, you can let me know, and I can remove the I can change your display name change time limit. I don't know what you call it. I guess it's name change cooldown. I can remove your name change cooldown if you really want to fix your name. I'm about to try soft modding my OG Xbox. Turns out mine's a late model 1.4 with a Philips DVD drive. Got to deal with that clock cap first. Also waiting until I get a network loading setup going first. Wish me luck, folks. Hell yeah, sounds good. What's nice about the 1.4 is you should be able to flash the TSOP. So you can do that's kind of a hard mod rather than the soft mod. Soft mod is obviously you risk, if your hard drive dies, then you risk losing everything. But not so with a hard mod. Will you get TOS'd for the Bill Gates photo now that you're on your own site? I guess I'm still beholden to YouTube's broadcasting rules, whatever they are. But maybe not. Maybe, I don't know. YouTube, I think it tends to be more permissive with things like that. With things like showing dildos on stream. Though I don't know. I should probably read over the YouTube TOS to make sure. I thought it was a 1.6 for the longest time. Turns out I can't read dates properly. Interesting. Yeah, I've had a lot of 1.6s in my lifetime, and it's unfortunate that you can't flash those. I finally got a mod chip for one of them, and it's been great. Now that I have that mod chip, I'm like all about hard modding. I'm like, you should always hard mod your Xbox, but it's also, if you have a 1.6, it's not as easy as it could be because they made the flash read only. I need to add underscore to my name so I can apply it. What do you mean by that? Name change ending lag. True. My friend decided as a joke to change his name to something stupid. He had to wait 3 months on Twitch to change it. He thought he could do it straight away. That actually happened to a friend of mine as well. He changed it to like some SpongeBob quote, and then he realized he couldn't change it back. So it was just this SpongeBob quote for like 3 months straight. At least on mine, it's only 30 days, not 90 days. But yeah, it's. But yeah, like I said, let me know if you need to change your name immediately. Doing the soft mod to start with, but I get to TSOP flashing later. Yeah, that's usually how you do it. Start with a soft mod, and then through the soft mod, do a flash. PS2 I got to mod from eBay is a SCPH 50,000 from Japan, but it seems to run North American games as well. So does that mean the one I got is mod chipped? Probably, because the PS2 is definitely region locked. Yeah, I think it most likely means it's mod chipped. Though if it's mod chipped, you should see, because you should get like a startup screen. Or at least the Matrix-based PS2 mod chips will show you a startup screen. Should be fine. I mean, people show Wii remotes all the time. That little controller, baby, that looks like a dildo. It's true. It's true. Hey. Don't look, guys. Don't look, Susan. I'm about to show some naughty stuff on stream. Oh no. Not a dildo. On stream, on my stream.mattkc.com. No way. Auto scroll is really buggy on Android, but it's working on iOS and PC and Mac. Yeah, so that's interesting. I haven't tried it on Android. Good point. Let's open it up on Android. Yeah, I might have to add some like extra JavaScript to make sure that the auto scroll works. Because yeah, it should work, but sometimes it doesn't. Only one new moderator, SMH. You need more. It is true. I should add more moderators, especially once we open this up to public YouTube. I mean, the amount of spam we got on the YouTube streams was unbelievable. I think for the most part, it'll be less on here because like the fact that the people have to go to another site to join the chat is probably like. We'll probably filter out a lot of the really low effort, low quality posters. But We still should have some mods keeping track of things. Once I left the stream because it didn't let me log into my Google account because I was on mobile and the stream page was sus. Yeah, I can imagine. I can imagine people. Whoops. I dropped my phone on my F1 key and now I'm looking at my browser help. I didn't ask for this. I can imagine a lot of people would be weary about joining a custom site, and I do acknowledge that, and I see why people would feel that way. But I can promise you there's nothing sus about this site. And like I said, in some ways it may be good to filter out some of the lower quality chatters, just because if you saw some of those YouTube streams, a lot of people were just spamming like, "What do you think of Garfield?" And I'm just like, I don't know. I don't have anything to say about that. You technically are streaming on YouTube, just chat is different. Yeah, that's what I mean, is that with the YouTube chat, my public YouTube stream. This is actually an unlisted YouTube stream. My subscribers are not seeing it. Only the people in my Discord chat, I suppose. So yeah. I'm happy none of those porno bots showed up in my stream last night, Lamau. Yeah, yeah, bots can be a problem. But yeah, thankfully, well, hopefully, with enough moderation and with a cool custom chat, we'll be able to mitigate that somewhat. I don't get any special startup screen, so I'm not sure. I'll have to take it apart one day to check. Haven't done it yet because I was thinking of picking up the Noctua fan mod. Oh, interesting. I haven't done a PS2 fan mod before. I'll never understand why they flipped the X and O functionality between... Oh, so... Yeah, me and my friend were just talking about this. Apparently, so O, or circle, is the confirm button on Japanese PlayStation games. And of course, it's a Japanese console, so technically that's how they designed it. And if you, in Japan, it is quite common that an O shape or a circle shape will mean correct, and an X shape will mean no or cancel. You can see that in Paper Mario. But there's the quiz in Paper Mario. If you get an answer right, it shows a big circle. That's actually quite a common symbol in Japan, apparently. So it makes sense why they designed it like that. And it was just, I guess, maybe the American localization team were just like, you know what? I think that makes no sense. I think cross should be the okay one. Allegedly, what I heard was it was something like X marks the spot was the idea. And it's a funny thing to think about, because obviously I'm used to cross being the OK button, but the more I think about it, the more I'm like, it's kind of wrong. It kind of doesn't make any sense. It makes sense that the X would be the cancel button, and that they just kind of switched it out for no reason. And then with the PS5, they made that the standard for in Japan as well. So it's finally standardized that cross is okay in all regions. And the Japanese people were apparently kind of pissed off about that. And I can imagine, because, you know, they're switching the buttons after all this time. And I'm just thinking, if anyone should have changed, it probably should have been us. It probably should have been the international people. Anyway, so so that's my my rant on that. MattKC.sex. We actually, didn't we look up MattKC.sex in the last stream and found that it was surprisingly expensive? Like, MattKC.sex was more expensive than BillGates.sex. I mean, you know, makes sense to me, but at the same time, you wouldn't expect that to be the case. NTSC or PAL for television shows, well, gosh. In theory, PAL is the better broadcast standard. The colors are better, and the resolution is better. That being said, 25 FPS causes so many problems. in video games, it's bad because obviously games that are designed for 60 FPS or 60 hertz run at 50 hertz, so they, retro games run 16.7% slower in PAL regions. And when they show films, which are shot at 24 FPS, they're like, well, we can't just insert one frame every second because that'll be really noticeable. People will see that it'll like pause briefly every second. So we'll just speed it up from 24 FPS to 25. And that means that because it's sped up, all the voices get they acquire a bit of a chipmunk quality because they all increase in pitch because they get sped up. And when you know that happens, and when you can hear when you're listening for that, it sucks. Every like PAL DVD ever released is like sped up. The movie is like sped up, and it sounds fucking disgusting. I remember I actually noticed this when I was a kid the first time because my family had the Lizzie McGuire movie on DVD, and we also had the CD that her first debut CD, and so we, as a family, we were familiar with the music, and then one of those songs plays over the credits, and it's sped up, and we were like, why is it sped up? Is this like a remix? No, it's just because PAL is bullshit and they sped it up. So, anyway, so in theory, PAL should be the better system, but 25 FPS / 50 hertz is such a meme and causes so many problems with the rest of the world that it's hard for me to say that it's the objectively better standard. Anyway. So, that's another rant over and done with. I've done so many rants today. Make your own video backend. I've thought about that. The problem with the video backend is that suddenly you require a lot of upload speed. I mean, I would do it. Don't think I wouldn't do it if I could. But to stream like HD to like potentially, I don't know how many people are going to watch, maybe like 100 people. That's a lot of bandwidth. That's like gigabits per second, right? I actually didn't even think about that. It's at least like, depends on your bitrate, I suppose, but if I'm uploading it like, if my stream is like 5 megabits per second and it's 100 people, that's 500 megabit upload just to stream. And then if 200 people come along, then that's a gigabit upload. And then I probably can't afford any more than that. So yeah, it gets a bit much after a while. Probably X marks the spot and oh fuck no, go back, TBH. True. Yeah, I guess that's what they were thinking, but it's like, whatever. Nintendo has the A button on the right? Like, so, and we've all kind of gotten used to that. So in theory, I feel like we should have probably just all gotten used to O being the OK button rather than X. But instead they forced the Japanese people to switch, and I feel like that was kind of, I feel bad for my brothers and sisters in Japan. I think if anyone should have been forced to change, it probably should have been us. Anyway, can you play this dumb video I made on stream? I think I know what this is. Oh yeah, I've seen this video before. All right, I'll play it on stream. Oh, I have to get my stream browser up. I have a dedicated stream browser so that I stop leaking my personal information. Alright, here we go. Yes, good. Alright, what have we got?
I say right foot creep over with that heat. Look around, stay
Jesus. Oh lol. The only comment is, did you seriously advertise on a Matt KC stream? And I guess it worked. Because we are here. Anyways, thank you for that. Um, I hate whenever something is pitched up so power would have driven me up the wall. Yeah, like when you know when you can when you know to listen for it, I hate it every time. Every time a movie plays on TV, or like I said, any PAL DVD, it's all pitched up bullshit, and I hate it. There's like I've come across like one DVD where they sped it up and then they pitched it down to compensate. And honestly, I think that's all right. I know that pitching down without changing the speed is inaccurate. It's not a perfect science. But I have to say, I think I prefer it to pitched up chipmunk voices. How much does mattkc.stream, mattkc.live cost? That's actually a good point. Because I noticed that I think that subdomains put people off. Like, I don't know if this is just me, but like store.mattkc.com, I feel like people are a little less willing to click on than mattkc.com/store, for instance. So if I had mattkc.live, maybe people would be more likely to click on it. That's actually not bad. God, should I actually get mattkc.live? But the thing is, I already have mattkc.com. .com is like the ultimate domain. I guess I could have mattkc.live just like redirect to here. Taken by who? Who would own such an awesome domain? Couldn't be me. Yeah, it says registered in 2011. I did not register this in 2011. Someone else did, and I bought it from them. They had some like random ATV blog hosted on mattkc.com. Like, I don't know what Matt KC had to do with what they were talking about. I couldn't figure it out. But I sent them an email and I was just like, hey, I'd like to buy this domain. And they were like, all right. And so now it's mine. Man, maybe I should pick up mattkc.live. I wonder if that's a good idea. My first experience with NTSC PAL was when I visited my cousins in New Zealand and they gave me a copy of Sonic Heroes for PS2. When I went back home, I realized I couldn't play it. Damn, yeah, that sucks. I hate region locking. Region locking is a bunch of bullshit. I'm surprised it's not just a Rickroll TBH, but it's worse instead. True. Old videos were like that too. Oh yeah. Sometimes you still see that. You still see people like fuck around with the audio to get the to bypass content ID. I've listened to 100. True. mattkc.forum. God. Yeah, I guess you don't need .com anymore if you can get all these like specific domains. mattkc.forum, mattkc.live. But I don't know. I think there's still something nice about .com. There's still a bit of like, it still feels like .com is the definitive. Like if you've got the .com, you've got the definitive domain. But I will say, I mean, I do think mattkc.live looks pretty good. So maybe I should pick that up. mattkc.com.stream.live. True. Be on my way to use Wayback Machine. Yeah, I guess you could. I guess you could see what was. In fact, I don't even know what was hosted there back in like 2011. I only know it was hosted there in 2021, which is when I bought the domain. Impossible. There can only be one Matt KC in this world. Any more in the world would explode from the sheer power. That's what I'm saying. Or alternatively, do we really need another one of me? Do you really want another one of this guy? I don't think so. Even back when I was a kid, I still turned away from pitched up stuff, which cut out a great deal of YouTube poops from me. That's a good point. YouTube poops. I'm gonna start integrating more YouTube poops into my streams. I'll you know how big streamers do live reacts of like TikTok? I'm gonna do live reacts of YouTube poops. And that's how I'll get up there with the big boys. Get mattkc.gov. True. I'll call up my good friend and say, "Hello, is President Bush there?" And I'll ask for if I can pretty please have mattkc.gov. You have Zoom on stream? Do I? You mean the app Zoom, or do I have it zoomed in? I do have it zoomed in just because it's easier to look at. If like, I assume that you guys are going to be watching in like a small window. You're not going to be watching full screen. So my stream browser defaults to 150% zoom, so that you can see it a little bit better. There's also another guy called Matt KC, and he does music or something. Yeah. I've spoken to him before. He seems like a really cool guy. The reason I spoke to him is because I wanted to ask if I asked him if he would give me or sell me twitch.tv/MattKC, and what he said was, I appreciate the offer, but no. So I was like, fair enough. And that's why I wrote my own chat system. That was the real reason why. I couldn't beat him on Twitch, so I wrote my own. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah. So, but yeah, he seems like a really nice guy. Matt Casey, try not to laugh. YTP edition. Yeah, pretty much. Funnily enough, I did find a YouTube proof for one of your videos like 2 days ago, and it sure was something. It was of your NES repair video. Yeah, there've been a couple YTPs of me. Honestly, I am all for YTPs of me, because it just means, like, if people are making YTPs of you, it just means you've made it. Well, that's the only thing I thought when CS188 made his YTP. I was just like, damn, I really have made it. Like, I never would have imagined watching Josh videos back in 2011, getting the Josh that one day a CS would make a YTP of me. It really was a surreal, like out of body experience almost. He was like, no. Is that actually the spelling of the Australian no? Yeah, he was like, no, I'm going to Pizza Hut, is what he said to me. I opened my Xbox and it turns out to be a 1.6. Google is giving me conflicting answer on removing the clock cap. Is it worth removing? So that's an interesting one. The 1.6, it does have a clock cap, but as far as I know, you shouldn't remove it because it's an updated design, so it's not the same flawed power store aerogel that leaks everywhere. And I think they modified the firmware to require the clock to be like active, and if there's no clock cap, it'll like throw an error. So as far as I can tell, you don't remove the clock cap on a 1.6, or at least if you do, you have to replace it with another one. Whereas older models, you can just remove it, you don't need to worry about it. But newer ones, if you remove it, it must be replaced, I'm pretty sure. And I think you don't have to because it's a new design. I remember when someone bought Google.com because actual Google didn't realize. Yeah, I remember that. Their domain expired, I think, and they didn't realize. And someone like slid in there and was just like, it's my domain now. So someone temporarily had Google.com, and I guess they got it back somehow. Yeah, but I mean, I don't need Matt KC on Instagram or Twitter or Twitch when I have mattkc.com. When I have the Matt KC forums, I can be Matt KC on my own website. I don't need to be Matt KC on Twitter or Instagram or Twitch. I can be Matt KC right here. No, I'm just kidding. Do you want me to make a YTP of you? I mean, if you want to, feel free. I'm not by no means do it. It's your life. Do what you want. But I do like YTPs. People sometimes, I think, they're surprised when I say that. Like, so I often comment on YTPs. Like, I'll comment on CS188 videos, and people will be like, "Man, this is the last place that I expected you to be," and it's kind of surreal for me because anyone who knows me in person knows that that's like very much my sense of humor. That I'm very like, I'm like when I watch stuff like that. But I guess from my videos, people think I'm really like straight laced and like straight straight edged. I don't know. I think they think that I'm like really sophisticated, and I like turn up my nose at little boy humor. No, I only partake in the in sophisticated activities with my time. But no, not at all. Not at all. I'm really just a 12-year-old boy. Can you send stream link in chat for archival purposes? Stream link? You mean like a link to just the chat? You can get that yourself by just clicking pop out or just going to stream.macktc.com/chat. You just get the chat on its own. That's what I have up right now, because I don't need to watch my stream. I wouldn't watch that filth. So I just have the chat up at the moment. When you need foundation repair, you want foundation repair, and you like to make a lot of... And you like to save a lot of money, right? And you'd like to suck a lot of cock, right? So I can't believe I forgot some of that line temporarily. Then you should call Horses. The Smash Brothers YTP collab. Okay. I'll put that in my watch later. I don't think I've seen that, or maybe I've seen like bits of it, because you know how people upload when they contribute to a collab, they usually upload their part to their channel. I feel like I might have seen like a part of this before. I'll add that to my watch later. Thanks for that. Are you actually going to buy MattKC.live? I'm like on the fence about it, because on the one hand I don't need it because I have .com, but on the other hand it's all about like I'm thinking about whether people would be more interested in clicking on, or whether people would be more likely in clicking on MattKC.live. The reason I'm thinking about that is because there's when I posted a link to this on my YouTube community channel, people were just like, that link looks sus. I'm not clicking that. No, that's a scam. And and I just thought to myself, it's obviously not. It's the link is, it's a fairly, even stream.mackkc.com should be a fairly benign looking link. It's not like there's a bunch of like random characters in it. It's not a ridiculously long URL. But there's obviously there are people who, they know that clicking links is dangerous, but they haven't like, they don't yet have that sixth sense of figuring out which links are dangerous and which links aren't. And I feel like that's why people were suspicious of it. So I'm wondering if there are ways to make a link that's less suspicious. That's why I'm thinking about whether I should buy a MattKC.live. I'm the only stream like? Goddamn. I mean, I appreciate that. It doesn't really make a difference because this is an unlisted stream, so it doesn't really help in the algorithm. But yeah. Misread the 12 as December 2nd, not February 12th. Oh, February 12th. My Xbox is from February 12th. Interesting. Yeah. It can be hard because like dates are not, or time in general is not metric. So it can be hard to like parse things out with dates and hours and minutes and seconds. I still think about the time I got a comment from someone being like, are we just not going to talk about the fact that MattKC is casually making fun of Cryptoland in this video? That's really funny. Yeah, sometimes people will just kind of show up. I remember, okay, I have to show this now. I was briefly on Botez Live, which is the Botez sisters. They're like a big Twitch streamer. This was when I was at TwitchCon, and they were doing like an IRL stream in the convention, and I showed up and I said hi, and I said something like I'm a YouTube guy, so no one here knows who I am. And it's true that I very few people. Oh, I got one person was like, "Oh, hey, are you MattKC?" But otherwise, I didn't get recognized at all, which is fine. I'm not like I'm not saying that I'm not like that's bullshit. But what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, but I was surprised that people in their chat were like, "Oh hey, it's Matt KC." I didn't expect that. I didn't think anyone was going to be like, I didn't think anyone was going to know who I was. But people would. You find viewers of mine in like in very random places. I've found is what I'm trying to say. Gonna buy trustme.dolphin. Is that a real domain? Can you actually get .dolphin? Because if you can, I should. Oh my god. No, it's an invalid TLD. Aw, sad reacts only. Trust me. Oh, but there's a lot of trust me's. Hang on. I gotta show this. Okay. Alright. Forget about mattkc.live. What we really have to start using is... what we really have to buy is... trustme.health. Oh god. And I assume what we'll sell on there is just Alex Jones supplements. Trustme.so. Oh god. Trustme.co.uk. Someone's already bought that. Trustme.gg. But funnily enough, I initially read that as Trust Meg. Like, this is suddenly a Family Guy joke of some kind. Trust Me Club. Oh god. Yeah. You want to join the Trust Me Club? Trustme.org. Funnily enough, trustme.org is available, but it's $8,000. Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think it's worth. But what else can we get? What other Trust Me can we get? Trustme.asia. Right. Oh no! Trust Me College. I found the new Trump University domain. Trust Me Education. Oh god. Oh dear. Oh dear. You can get a .horse domain? No way. Trust me, horse. It sounds like a pirate. You can buy based domain. Can you actually? Trustme.horse. Oh god. There are so many TLDs now. Like, the fact is, I'm pretty sure there's a list of TLDs. I'm on a VPN, so they think I'm a robot. Yeah, don't worry if you saw my IP address. That's not actually mine. It's a VPN IP address, so don't worry. I thought there was a... Oh, no. I thought there was like a .donut domain, but I think it's because I get confused because there's a registry called Donuts Inc., which, by the way, that's a great company name. Donuts Inc. Honestly, based. I should call my company that. Well, I guess I can't now because I already took it. But, oh! There's .meme! No way! Wait, where can I buy... does GoDaddy support... I hate the name GoDaddy so much, but does GoDaddy support mattkc.meme? Where can I buy... I want to buy a mattkc.meme. No, I don't want to look at pictures of mattkc. Gross. Hang on, .meme domain. I actually found you from me finally taking a chance with the algorithm. You were doing my recommender for so long with that Windows 98 video. I thought, this guy just seems like a bunch of rubbish. True. But the second 98 video came out, I was like, oh, fine. But glad I did. You really did. No, I think you had it right the first time. I think it's all a bunch of rubbish. No, but thank you. I appreciate that. That means a lot to me. I found MVG through a similar process. Yeah, I think I found MVG through something like that. Yeah, actually, I think it's because I kept seeing his videos about console security. And I was just like, I already know about console security. But no, the amount of detail he goes into is wild. Oh yeah, and there's a .lol domain. Does Namecheap do .lol? Yeah, they do. Wow, it's actually cheap. A .lol domain is $2 a year. Less than $2 a year. Honestly, not bad. What? No, I don't want mattcasey.meme.com. It's a bunch of bullshit. Damn it. Well, I don't know how to get a Matt. I don't want to type my email. Yeah, I don't know how to get a. I don't know how to get a .meme domain. Sadly, kc.lol. Yeah, I guess I could get a kc.lol. GoDaddy is not very based. That's what I say. Oh, registry.google. It did say it was a Google thing. What the fuck? They have .minna? I guess that makes sense. That's everyone in Japanese, if you didn't know. But they don't have .meme. .soy. Oh god, the jokes you could make with a .soy domain. Jesus Christ. .meme? See my message? Oh, I already saw it. I'm pretty sure. If I didn't, then feel free to post it again. MattKC.soy. True. I have never seen hiragana, Japanese characters in a TLD. Boy.soy. Boy.soy. Oh my god. AlexJones.soy. I could at least do, what's his fucking name? The, Paul Joseph Watson.soy. He would love that. He would absolutely love that. The Japanese one, it says minna, which means everyone. So I guess it's like an all-inclusive domain or something like that. Did it actually say .meme? I can't see it anywhere. Did I dismiss it? Oh yeah, it does. It does. It says .meme here, but when I actually go like down the list, it doesn't see it. Oh wait, maybe if I untick show preferred. Maybe .meme is not a preferred domain. Why is it not coming up? I just did a search for .meme and it's not showing up. Bro, that's pretty .soy that I can't get a .meme domain. Imagine my shock when Matt KC bought me my own website. You got it, you got it. Yo, thanks for the donation.
Hope you've been having a good early part of the year, everyone.
Hell yeah. Thank you for the I'm glad that works. I'm glad that's not I'm glad it's not broken. Do Control F. I just did it. I just did a Control F and it's not showing up. So yeah, it's not there apparently. Rufflecopter.soy. God. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, maybe it's in. Is it in more domains? No. Fucking .soy. Oh my god. .boo. Ah. .dev. .app. I've seen some .dev and .apps. Hydro Thunder stream. Honestly, good idea. I actually have Hydro Thunder installed. I was playing it like a couple days ago. I'd love to do, because Hydro Thunder on PC. Actually, no, Hydro Thunder on all platforms only runs at 30 FPS, and I'd love to do a 60 FPS patch. The problem is I looked into it before, and all of the physics are tied to the frame rate, so you'd have to go in. I actually tried. You have to go in and like change all of the multipliers so that they're all like half for 60 FPS, and then it just becomes a whole mess in and of itself. A .love domain? Really? That's kind of cool. I saw .meme. Yeah, they keep advertising it. They keep advertising it like they keep pretending it exists. Like right here, they keep acting like you can get .meme, but when you actually try to register a domain, they don't have it. I am fucking suing Google. Porkbun.llc is pretty good though. That's like Donuts Inc. Should I register a company and call it Matt KC LLC? I looked it up and like, because California lets you like search businesses. It's a public registry, and like Pokimane has her own company, which makes sense because she's operates as a business. But her company is called Pokimane LLC. And for some reason, I think that's really funny. So should I register Matt KC LLC? I think that'd be really funny. Nick.meme. Oh, it redirects here. For God's sake. Just let me get a .meme domain. That's all I want in life. I can die happy when I get a .meme domain. Oh, you can't even see. That's interesting. You can't even see this combo box. Yeah, in this combo box, there's no .meme. There's only. I didn't realize you couldn't see that. There is only the stuff that you see here, basically. No .meme. Big sad. I found the meme domains. Hang on. This doesn't go anywhere. Oh, it's coming soon. I see. Gotcha. Okay, fair enough. But I thought it said internet memes. No, I must have been reading something else. I thought someone said that .meme was like registered in, or it was like became a thing in 2014. .men. Can I get .soy.men? I guess if I have, yeah, I have to get soy.men and then, wait, is there a .boy? If there's a .boy, no, there's no .boy. That's probably a little yikesy anyway if there was a .boy. Like, I can't imagine anyone is going to be using .boy for anything good, you know what I mean? I love .men. Yeah, that's a good one. God, someone must have taken that already. All right, that can't be just sitting out there ready to be bought. Yeah, I thought so. Thought so. I tried SolarStrike.ke, invalid TLD, sad. Yeah, I think .kc. Here's what we need to do. Kansas City needs to make a TLD. Then I can get Matt.kc. Brilliant. Oh my god. Oh, it's a Breaking Bad reference. Someone's just linked to Breaking Bad URL. Where does this go? Oh, but it doesn't go anywhere. Someone YTP this stream so it sounds like he said, I love men. I mean, feel free. Because it's on YouTube, you can just download the VOD when it's done. So, yeah, if you want. What else can we get? Oh, no, there is a... Oh, yeah, there is... I've seen a couple of websites with .moe. .mom! Oh, my God, you can get soy.mom. MattKC.mom. Oh, I could get MattKC.music. I do make music. Yeah, it's really nice that these domains exist, but I still feel like you may as well... Like, if you have the .com, the .com is always going to be, like, the definitive domain. So you kind of don't need them. Like, I could probably get the same thing from mattkc.live that I could get from mattkc.com/live. Like, it probably looks about it. Like, my concern is that if stream.mattkc.com looks sus, then maybe mattkc.com/live would not look sus. Maybe. .gay, yeah, true. I've seen a couple .gay domains. .forum, yeah, we talked about that already. God, does this exist? Oh, but it's $118. Is it worth? Is it worth? It doesn't tell me what it costs per year either. Maybe it's just a one-off cost. If I got doing your .mom, I would absolutely make it show either the Ray William Johnson music video or the music, the song that I made. I would have one of these on it. God, should I actually get doing your .mom? Jesus. Oh God, make it direct to there. I might even embed it if I picked it up. Oh my God. Oh my God. I wasn't expecting to lose $118 today, but ooh, is it worth? Okay, tell you what, I'll think about it. It's quite possible. It's quite possible that I would. I'm the kind of person that would buy. I bought BillGates.sex. I'm the kind of person who would buy doingyour.mom, but I'm gonna have to think about it if I really want to lose $118 today. Oof. Donate to get past the fundraiser. God, I mean, if the crowd really wants it, maybe. One-time purchase? It might be. I'm only saying that because it doesn't list a yearly. Usually they list a yearly, like an annual rate, right? See? But here they don't list an annual, so I'm wondering if maybe .mom domains don't have an annual. It's a premium. That's right. High demand for doing your .mom. Oh my god. Is there yourmom.gay? Thick already exists? Oh, yeah. Someone's got yourmom.gay. Oh, yeah. Someone does have duck. And it's just this, I guess. Is there any secrets in the... No. There's nothing in the source. It really is just that. What I love about this is that even the CSS has an emoji in it. I never knew you could put emoji in CSS, but I guess I've learned something. Hell yeah. Divorce.wedding? Oh my god, please. Please. Premium. I love the premium make offer. So I guess the insinuation is that somebody does own it. Let me see. Does someone already own divorce.wedding? Yeah, I think the insinuation is that someone does own that, but that I could make an offer. I could get... I'll offer them like $69 for divorce.wedding. It is just Unicode after all. Yeah, I mean, you're right. When you're right, you're right. And the fact that they can fit hiragana into the into a TLD. Yeah, when you're right, you're right. But God damn. Xbox Live authentication is a complete joke. Hi, GLHF. Welcome to the oh yeah. Welcome to the stream, Wham. Nice to have you back. We're looking at domains, goddamn. We're looking at such excellent domains as divorce.wedding and doingyour.mom. Jesus. I own atlas.co.uk, but GoDaddy insists on selling it to someone else for £10,000. I mean, that's not a bad deal. You could do quite a bit with 10,000 quid. But does that, when you say insists, does that mean they're like forcing you to do it, or do they just keep telling you that there's an option? Please purchase doingyour.mom. God, it would be so cool if it did redirect to Ray William Johnson. My God, it would be cool. Wow, really? There's a .fire domain, but Amazon reserved it for their own Fire devices. Is it just me, or is that kind of cringe? Like, Fire is just a name. It's just a word. Like, at least with .ghoul, like, okay, no one's gonna really want to register that, so I can kind of see why Google would reserve that for themselves. But .fire, like, is it really? It's a normal English word. Is that really okay? I feel like that's not okay. I'll do an @ everyone on Discord with link to it. Yeah, preferably don't. I mean, well, actually, you can't do an @ everyone because only mods can do @ everyone. But goddamn, we. Good domains. You mean has the big .gay? That is a good domain. I won't lie. I like has the big .gay. I also like the fact that someone bought yourmom.gay. Actually, I'm gonna see what it goes to. I'm gonna go in an incognito tab. Oh, Doesn't what? Why would someone register yourmom.gay and then not make it go to anything? That's so depressing. It's football, not soccer. Football. Oh god, there's so many good ideas here. The only problem is like usually it's just novelty stuff. I guess with like Mastodon and whatnot, you can host like instances like has the big.gay. You can host like decentralized social networks that people will actually want to go to. But .dad. Oh no, not a .dad. Oh, I hate that. I hate .dad. Oh, well, and even Namecheap is like, fuck you. This is we don't support this filth. Oh god. No .dad. Doing your dad. Why does... Okay, hang on. Maybe GoDad D has .dad. You said it. Wait, doing your .dad is unavailable. What are you talking about? There's no way does someone own doing your .dad but not doing your mom. Hang on, let me do a proper who is. Yeah, no one owns doing your .dad. Why? So, Namecheap fully supports .mom but not .dad. That's a bit discriminatory, I think. .dad domains. Oh, pending release. I see. So that's a new one. Gotcha. Gone down to £4,000. Damn. I'm gonna head out now. Glad everything's stable. Hope everything's going well. Have a good one. Yeah, thanks for stopping by. Expensive.cheap. Registered in 2014. Someone already got to that one. Where does it do? Oh, it's for sale. My offer. No, I don't think I'll actually submit that. God, but this has been a great rabbit hole to go down. Namecheap is sexist. True. Organs dot for sale. Hang on. All right. Yes, I will look that up. Jesus. What do you mean? I don't need to use the dark web. I don't need to use Tor. I'll just just sell everything on drugs for sale. Obviously. All right. Well, I think I've had a lot of fun, and I think this has been a successful test of the chat system. Buy kids for sale. Oh my god. I just turned into like a New Jersey mom saying that. Oh my god. I think I will finish up there. I'll get some food because I haven't eaten all day. Thanks everyone for hanging out. This was a lot of fun, and I think the next stream will be a public YouTube stream, so there'll probably be a lot more people. Yeah. But it should still be a lot of fun, and we'll have a nice chat unlike the regular YouTube chat. So thank you all for stopping by. Please buy Doing Your Mom a big YouTube stream. True. Yeah, and we'll see how people feel about custom chat. Oh, I'm also gonna mod. I don't know if Wham is still here, but I'm gonna mod you because you're a long-time viewer. We need some more mods in here, so I'm planning to mod some long-time viewers. Oh, and Magical Fee, and anyone else that I recognize over time. If you wanna be a mod, post something in the Discord. I'll yeah. Okay. Aight. No one to. Can't really raid anyone on my custom site. I could like implement like a system that redirects people to another site, but it'd be kind of awkward. Like if I redirect people to Twitch, people aren't gonna know what just happened. They're gonna be like, oh, a bunch of people just showed up, because it's not gonna come up with the notification being like someone raided you. It's just gonna be like people in the chat being like, hey, we came from here, and they're gonna be like, oh, all right. So we could. I could implement like a raid/redirect system, but I don't know if it'll really. I don't know how well it would work. Maybe we'll think about it. Trust this doctor. Maybe trust me doctor. That might work. When is the next stream? Okay, so I'm thinking no later than Tuesday around the same time, but it could be even sooner. Could be even sooner than that. New moderators. I'll be modding people over time for sure. And if you, like I said, if you want to be a mod, just let me know in the Discord or something like that. Anyways, see you all in a couple days. Either Monday or Tuesday, I think, is probably when it'll be. So yeah, thanks for hanging out and testing the chat system with me and all that. And I'll see you all then. Bye-bye.